6.5.
Hello. Thank you for that kind welcome. Today I want to talk to you about a very interesting fort located in Oman. The name of the fort is Bahala, and it is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The oasis town of Bahala, set in the heart of Oman, is famous for many reasons. As you can see from this picture, Bahala is surrounded by date palm trees. The water in this dry, arid part of Oman comes from the nearby Jebel Akhdar, or Green Mountain, which you can see in the distance. And for many centuries, this has given life to Bahala. In the past, wheat, barley, cotton and sugarcane were cultivated here, but today the main agricultural crop is dates. The next picture shows you the view from the top of the fort. From here you can see how green the whole oasis is. In fact, Bahala is really a collection of villages, some 46 villages set within the oasis and surrounded by a long defensive wall. This is the souk, the local market, which is really the centre of the town. Here the products from the farms are sold, vegetables, fruit and, of course, dates. There's also a livestock market for goats, chickens and so on. And here you can buy the famous Bahala pottery produced by Bahala's own potters. But more important than the market or pottery is the fort. This picture shows a view of Bahala Fort taken from the souk area. Oman has a lot of forts spread all over the country, but this is the oldest and largest fort in Oman. The fort dates from around the 13th or 14th centuries, when Bahala was an important trading centre and the home of the powerful Banu Nebhan tribe. It was very large. The walls are 12 kilometres in length, and the towers are more than 50 metres high. It was built of brick and sandstone for the foundations, and bricks made of mud for the walls. But over the years, because of wars between tribes and the effects of the sun and rain, the fort walls and towers deteriorated. By the 1980s, the whole structure was in very poor condition, in fact, a ruin. The towers had collapsed and the walls of the main buildings had fallen down too. However, in 1987, Bahala Fort became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and in 1988 was added to the list of World Heritage Sites in danger. A list of buildings or environments in immediate danger of being lost to the world. So the situation in Bahala was serious. But from this point on, things began to improve for Bahala Fort. In the 1990s, work began on restoring the fort. Over $9 million was spent by the Omani government, and for many years the structure was covered in scaffolding, as this slide shows. The building was closed to tourists while the reconstruction work was carried out. Eventually, in 2004, the fort was removed from the World Heritage List of endangered buildings. The walls, the towers and the fort itself have all been restored to what they used to be, using original building materials, mud and stone. Some parts had to be completely rebuilt. The reconstruction is nearly finished, and the fort really does look as good as new. Now Bahala Fort will soon be open again to visitors, and I'm sure it will become a very popular tourist attraction. The fact that it's a World Heritage Site, one of only 4 in Oman, has given it a lot of publicity, and its future should be secured. So, to summarise, I've told you a little about the oasis town of Bahala and its history, the story of its fort, and how it became a World Heritage Site and was eventually restored. In conclusion, I'd like to say that Bahala Fort represents a great example of what can be done with effort and money to preserve our heritage. These treasures from the past must be preserved for future generations to enjoy.